Hi folks, and welcome back. This video is about the future, and it's going to start with a bit of an apology. In September, I stopped responding to comments that people were making. I've still put my videos out, but I've stepped back a lot from engaging with people. So I'd like to say sorry for that first, and I'm going to explain what's happened and kind of why I'm here now. So I stopped doing the What's on the Bench on the Monday morning, and I stopped doing my quick builds. Still worked a lot to try to get the actual Saturday builds out. And if any of you looked at Patreon, you'll see I haven't updated anything in a while. My job for the last 6 years has been to nurse my mother in her final years. And I'm just listening to the washing machine that's just gone crazy in the background there, thinking, wonderful time to start filming. That's been my role. She's very elderly, very frail. When my father went into a nursing home, my mother needed support. And I gave my word of honour to my dad. I made a vow that I wouldn't leave her. And it's the same for the rest of most of my family. We have a sibling who's decided to back out completely. So myself, my brother, and my sister and my daughter have all been stepping forward to help provide that care. I've been doing it here to be on call 24 hours a day to provide essential support. And I'm very glad I've done it. I wouldn't trade that for anything. But my mother gave me so much when I was young, and to be able to reinvest that time back, to pay that debt off in some ways, has been very much worth it. But in September she had a mini stroke. She had it during the night. She didn't tell us until well into the following day. We got some tests done, but by that point she'd recovered, and the damage which was done, and there's nothing you can do. And she seemed to bounce back fine. I mean, she's 90. These events are to be expected. And things seem to be okay. We've got mobilities dropping off, but again, we expect that at her age. But then in November she had another one. Again, another mini stroke. I was there when it actually happened, which was really good because I can get ambulances running, I can call for assistance. But I spent 20 years working in healthcare, from frontline ambulance duties. Never a paramedic, in case anybody's watching this and knew what I did. So I never drove blue lights, stuff like that. It doesn't mean we weren't trained in things. My duties carried me into a different field. And I then worked mental health, again frontline mental health wards, with some very interesting people. I've seen a lot of death, some of it very traumatic. And I thought I was losing my mum. I thought she was dying in front of me, which is never a nice experience. We managed to get her to hospital. Good response off the ambulance service. Great team in hospital. She had a week in care there, with the obligatory fall when she decided to get up and do something without requesting assistance. When she came home, we thought a couple of weeks respite care in a nursing home would be a good idea. Gives her the support that she needed. It's something that she wanted. Feeling very unstable on her feet with mobility. And what was going to be 2 weeks isn't. She's going to have to be there permanently for however long she's got left, permanently. And that's the hard bit. I've walked my path. I've done everything I can. And clinically, I know that. Emotionally, it chews me up. It feels like failure. It's not. I know it's not. Up here, I know it's not. In here, it feels different. So what does that mean for the channel? What does that mean for me? I mean, for my mum, it means permanent care. It's what she needs. For this channel, nothing will change. I have probably about 6 months worth of videos done. So if nothing else, I can eat into that library. It's going to carry on. I'm going to take some time off. I think I need to. Probably looking at least a year, maybe 2. Just to go with the flow of the river. Because I've effectively stepped off the edge of a cliff. Or if we're going to use the river as our imagery, I've gone off the edge of the waterfall. I don't know what the future's bringing. Technically, I'm going to be unemployed and homeless. A little bit dramatic there, I suppose. Because the house that I'm living in is my mum's house. I had to provide care, so that needs to be sold. So I'm going to be moving. So yeah, that's going to be weird. I'm probably going to leave where I've spent all my life living, which is Derwentside, the wonderful Derwent Valley in the northeast of England. I think I need to go somewhere else. There's too many reminders here of things that hurt. So yeah. What's strange is the stepping off of that cliff, stepping into the void beyond, because I don't know what's coming. But that's part of the enjoyment of life. That's part of the journey that we live. That to enjoy it, actually the difficult bits in the long run tend to be the most rewarding. So some things are going to return. I will be bringing back the quick builds on a Wednesday. I enjoy building them. They're great, really fun little builds. They're a very different script to write. And I'd like to take the time to thank you. Because when I started this, when I eventually managed to get it going in 2022, I never thought I'd be sitting here the thick end of nearly a year later looking at 34 people who have subscribed, looking at over 100 watch hours. So thank you. Thank you for putting your time and effort into what I do, because without you, this doesn't exist. You make the difference. What I'm looking forward to is having time where I can focus on projects that I want to do. As ungrateful as this might sound, being able to do something for me, to focus just on me, because I haven't done a lot of that. Getting to meet me is going to be weird, because I haven't stood alone just in my company in an awful long time. And that's a bit scary. So, as I say, things will carry on going. I want to explore other things Meccano did as well, because this channel is not just about the construction side of Meccano. It's about history. It's about the history behind everything. So I will be exploring some other things. We're going to see what the future brings. But I will still be carrying on doing what I'm doing. So, thank you. I do appreciate the input. I will be responding better. That's something I am doing. Because that needs to change. So, please carry on watching. Please carry on leaving your comments. And whatever 2023 brings you, I hope it's a good year. Because it's been an interesting journey.